It's Vegetable Esports against TLC. TLC, they got to the round of 32 last time, and they ended up losing to Hero Association. Meanwhile, Vegetable Esports, they got taken out by UT in the first go-around, and they ended up winning the rematch earlier today. So here they are in the round of 16. A couple heroes already picked up from the teams. Got the Tusk, Undying, and Ember Spear for Vegetable Esports. And the IO Juggernaut for TLC. I recognize Ifrit. Ifrit was has been on some teams. The other ones for TLC, I don't really know. If you're just joining us, thank you. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Pythian. Going to be bringing this match from the round of 32 in the Americas qualifier to you here. Should be fairly interesting. Vegetable Esports and TLC both getting a little bit further in the tournament than they did last time. And Abaddon going to be the pickup here for TLC. Lots of healing coming out. Sustainability as well. Continuing with the draft here, let's take a quick look at the bans. We've had the Invoker taken out by TLC, as well as the Outward Devourer. Interesting there. Of course, the Earth Spirit got taken out by Vegetable Esports, as did the Bristleback. That'll take us to the fourth pickup here for TLC.
10 seconds remaining.
Already have possibly two supports with the Abaddon and the IO. So looking for some cores here.
Reserve time.
The Abaddon could go over to that off lane, but that seems unlikely at this moment. Most likely going to get paired up with some core. We have seen the Abaddon just kind of run at people in earlier games. We saw Team Freedom running that. That's IX Mike's team. They ended up winning the first qualifier, getting into the regional qualifier to the major. And they just used that Abaddon to just run at people. IX Mike almost looking like a feeder a couple times. And they're taking a while on this fourth pickup, digging pretty deep into the reserve time.
10 seconds remaining.
It is going to be the Jakiro from TLC.
Radiant team ban.
And that'll take us to our last banning phase.
Remaining.
The Ancient Apparition, a pretty good pickup here against TLC. Going to take out a lot of that healing. And the Juggernaut healing word could also be rendered ineffective. Vegetable Esports have a couple of well-known personalities on their team, and most of them are streaming their perspectives on Twitch. So if you want to go check out that, it could be pretty interesting and fairly informative. The one Druid will be the ban for Vegetable Esports, as TLC, other than the Juggernaut, they definitely some kind of alternate core. And that'll bring us to the last pickups here for the teams.
Seconds remaining.
Vegetable Esports may need to be a little bit tanky here with their last pick. They have that Ember Spirit, as well as what could be a Core Tusk. Gonna be heading towards that off lane. Was casting a lot of the SEA qualifiers yesterday. We saw Frank do pretty well throughout the tournament, but ended up falling to Extremist in the final 2-0.
5 seconds remaining.
Extremist taking the grand final their second time around, lost it to Meneski the first time, but they're both going to be in the qualifier now. Last pick up here for Vegetable Esports going to be the Lena, and TLC, they picked the Broodmother. Interesting, seeing as Vegetable Esports do have that Ember Spirit, and the Lena can also do well against the spiders. So with that being said, the players will be picking up their heroes, and we're going to be getting into this matchup here between Vegetable Esports and TLC.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Alright, so here we go into the matchup here between Vegetable Esports and TLC. We're going to introduce our players. We've got Merlini on the Ember Spirit with the PMS already. Lena going to be played by Mona. Purge on the Ancient Apparition. Dota Capitalist heading towards that off lane. And Milk. Hopefully he doesn't feed too much today. He's going to be on the Undying. Meanwhile for TLC, we've got Juggernaut already tethered up to that Wisp. It's Taeyeon and K1S3. We've got EcoFresh on the Abaddon. Broodmother played by Ifrit going towards that off lane. And Rookies handling that support Shakiro. So a high ground ward already being placed down by the Dire. And Cap, he's just going on an adventure through the woods, going to place down an observer ward of his own.
30 seconds to battle.
Merlini trying to become like the other Merlini, as one Merlini already made it into the Southeast Asia qualifier. We are of course talking about Meneski, with Merlini making it through on that team. It's going to be Ember Spirit in the mid lane up against a Broodmother. No, Broodmother just put a web down. Alright, against the Juggernaut and Wisp combo. Lena is getting sent to the bottom lane with Purge on that Ancient Apparition. So we're getting ready to start up our match here. Creep's already in the lanes. And well, we'll see how this Ember Spirit is able to do against the Wisp and the Juggernaut. Got a TP in here by Motive. Motive going to be taking over the mid lane duties, as Purge gets a couple of experience points in the bottom lane, but they really want that Ember Spirit to go not against a dual lane at the beginning. So, lane switch coming out here as Ember Spirit goes to the bottom lane. Still has yet to level something up. Purge gets the last hit. And the creeps have already been pulled. Cap gonna put the snowball on the Rookies, popping that aphotic shield. And, well, he's just kind of hanging out here. There's another Ice Shards. Doesn't get the creep there. Juggernaut and the Wisp going on an adventure through their own jungle. Leaving Monop to get a couple levels on the mid lane, already up to level 3. I like this move by them. Switching the Ember Spirit to the bottom lane. They're going to control up that Brood Mother, who will take a while to get her feet under her. Tusk doing pretty well on the levels at bot. Lots of damage onto the Brood Mother, but they don't have... They have 2 Sentry Wards on Malk. The Brood Mother just hanging out in that bottom lane, trying to disrupt the Ember Spirit as much as possible. The chains come out. Does a little bit of harass. They're level 1 right now. Mona puts out the Dragon Slave onto the creep, faking out the Juggernaut a little bit with that last hit. Doing pretty well though. Creeps continue to push in on the bottom lane, give some easy farm to the Ember. Ifrit, just walking around those webs there, level 3.5 right now. And the Tusk gonna get scouted out on the top lane. There comes the dual breath from the Jakiro, slowing down Cap even more. He doesn't have boots yet either. Spiderlings starting to come out from the Brood Mother as Ember tries to get a little bit of extra gold, and she sends the Spiderlings right over him. Flame Shield, a good way to clean up those Spiderlings in the early game. Lena doing a lot of damage to the Wisp on the backside of this mid lane. The healing ward gonna get dropped by the Juggernaut. Only level 3 right now to the Lena's level 5. Doing pretty good there. Ifrit underneath the Sentry Rune ward rather. Could be in trouble. Gonna get chased out by the Ember Spirit. And Moda pretty far up. Going to miss that Light Strike Array. And we'll go over to try to find that. Okay, we'll find that Arcane Rune. But the bottle's coming. Gives her some mana back. And she'll be able to bottle that one up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tusk pretty far back in the lane. Abaddon underneath the tier 1. Just going to take a couple hits to the Aphotic Shield, and he'll give the tower a couple of smacks. Juggernaut and Wisp, a pretty good combo on that mid lane with the healing ward.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And Ifrit's starting to actually do some work on that bottom lane. Almost at level 5 right now. Monub does have the
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Monub does have the Laguna Blade. The top tower goes down to the Abaddon and Jakiro. Level 2 Liquid Fire helping out there. And Abaddon also gets a salve. No kills yet on the map, as both teams playing rather safe. Vegetable Gaming want to improve on their performance in the first qualifier, as they went out in the round before this. Modib still hasn't used that Laguna Blade yet. And Purge starts taking a little bit of damage from the Spiderlings. The chain's going to miss onto the spiders, and now Purge in trouble. First blood by the Brood Mother. Onto the Ancient Apparition. Purge too far up. And now Merlini in trouble. Gonna get chased down by the Spiderlings. And he will use the... Alright. Oh! The Brood Mother dies. That's a bit of a misplay. Didn't go for that Spiderlings onto the Merlini, who is still taking damage from them. He's gonna get trapped in if he's not careful. Purge gonna slow those Spiderlings down, and Merlini getting low. Not gonna go down though. Goes down to 20 health. Playing it pretty close there on the bottom lane. Ifrit on the bottom lane has a Soul Ring and another Sage's Mask in the inventory. Hasn't gone for the boost just yet. Merlini's here with the Flame Shield. Gonna cut through those creeps pretty fast. No more sentry wards remaining on that bottom lane. All of them being taken out. There is one more available for the Broodmother. And Merlini continues to take damage. Cold Feet not going to proc on the Juggernaut. And the Wisp has taken a lot of damage. Is Modib going to be able to get anything? Going to get slowed down by that tether. Modib going around, gets the Laguna Blade and the last hit onto the Wisp. But now Modib trying to get away. Takes a lot of damage from... Alright, Omni Slash going to finish off the Lina. And now Purge in trouble. There's going to be a decay on the mid lane, and now the Tombstone goes down. They're going to quickly take care of it, and the Aphotic Shield going to keep the Abaddon safe for a little bit. Borrow time down for a couple more seconds. Decay gets used. Aphotic Shield keeping the Abaddon alive for now, and now Melk in trouble will go down. That's 3 down on the mid lane, and the tether by the Wisp comes through. Healing up the boys. The Ember Spirit is behind the tower. And with a couple of TPs on the mid lane, he doesn't really need to worry about it too much. Ifrit taking a lot of damage from that Flame Shield. So are the spiders.
Tribute to my house.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The Abaddon goes back to the mid lane. Gonna get that borrowed time procced. May not be what he was trying to do there. As now it's on cooldown, and Ifrit trying to dodge the Merlini, who's walking around with the Flame Guard, trying to find some spiders here. He has that Sleight of Fist, and he's also got that Flame Shield going. Flame Shield gonna go down. The Shackle going to be used onto the Spiderlings, and Merlini in trouble. Let's see if he's able to dodge the spawn Spiderlings. Here comes the running up and back. There's also around an in, and the Spiderlings won't be able to take down Merlini just yet. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Tusk taking down the Jakiro. And there is a Wisp relocate in. Juggernaut doesn't have the Omni Slash right now, just going to spin. The Wisp about to go down. Juggernaut takes the kill there. And will they be able to take that Wisp down? 2, 1. Oh, the Undying did not get it. Merlini trying to do damage here to Ifrit. Not going to be enough, though. Modib just hanging out in that mid lane. Has that Laguna Blade available. And Vegetable Esports. Well, they're going to have to catch up to that Jug, who's got a lot of last hits right now. The question is, can the Ember Spirit keep Vegetable in this game? Merlini continuing his habit of not dying too much. I don't know what the stats are for the second qualifier, but I know that he didn't die at all on the first day of the first one. TLC hanging out in that mid lane. Ice Shards come through, doing some harass damage. Here comes a snowball onto the Jakiro. Jakiro gonna get Laguna bladed up, does go down. Omni Slash comes through, doing some damage. Melk in trouble. Tusk, Walrus punches the Juggernaut and takes a lot of damage. Tower shot will end up hitting, and now the Abaddon, he's got the Aphotic Shield popped. He's also got the Wisp with him in the middle of the river. Broodmother going to cut the bottom lane. And the Juggernaut continues to take damage even though there is a healing ward there. Monib low on mana, so he's not going to be able to do anything about this, and the tower goes down to the Juggernaut.
Middle tower has fallen.
Broodmother could go in on Merlini. Doesn't have the Flame Shield right now, but does have the double damage rune inside the bottle. And also 1800 gold in the pockets. Let's take a quick look at the XP graph in favor of TLC right now. And we've got a TP onto the mid lane by Monib. Monib has a Soul Ring and Phase Boots. I'm guessing that she's going to go for the Yule Scepter, but alright. Relocate on the Purge. Purge in trouble. Probably will go down. Not even level 6 yet. This is the big problem for Vegetable Esports. Purge with the feed. The relocate nicely used to take him out there, making it even longer until he gets to his level 6. The Ember Spirit, he's bought up those Boots of Travel. First item. I guess it's good against the split pushing Broodmother.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And the Abaddon gonna back out of the top lane. He's also got that Vaz coming on the courier. I'm so used to seeing like the ring build up for the Vaz, but now it costs a little bit more and has that headdress aura, which is a bit nicer, but I'm just so used to seeing a different build up. If it has, okay, it has gone down once. And gonna get scoured out by the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit waiting in the wing here. Cap looking for a kill, but it's too far. Here comes the dust, but can they do anything here? They have the jug. This is not what they were planning on. Merlini gonna get Omni Slash. And Ifrit in trouble does go down, and now the Juggernaut trying to look for the kill. Remnant in by the Ember Spirit. He's going to Boots of Travel out, and can Remnant back in. Wisp going with the Juggernaut. They're both going to get out. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Purge has level 6. Used the Ice Blast since he got it. And could they go in on the Jakiro? Level 7 with 1 level in Ice Path and a full out Liquid Fire. He's just going to fly around here. And Cap, going to scout him out a little bit. Purge waiting in the wing. He could come in from behind Jakiro. They know exactly where he is. Ice Shards into the trees. Jakiro getting even deeper. Ice Vortex going to miss. He's going to try to TP out, and he will. Nothing to cancel that. Merlini going to get pursued by the Abaddon. He uses the Flame Shield, protecting him from the Flamers. And Juggernaut doesn't have an Omni Slash right now. Could be looking for a kill on the top lane. TP on the bot for Monib. Abaddon going in deep. Silence onto Merlini from that Orchid Malevolence of the Broodmother. Doing a little bit of damage to him. And he's going to Remnant back over to bot. He's on 30 health. But look, Monib in trouble. Big rotation on the bot with that relocate. Merlini outie. And Melk in trouble. The Wisp is going to get out. Melk, though, is not. And the bottom tower goes down. Jakiro and Wisp relaning on that top lane. Structure are going to get fortified. Cap wants to do something. Vegetable Esports not doing so well against TLC right now. Here comes a snowball onto the Wisp. Punch in the air. Takes out the Tusk. Now Jakiro going to try to get out. Ember Spirit here with the Shackles. And now the Jakiro trying to get out. The Tusk not going to be close enough. Also doesn't have that snowball anyway. And now a couple heroes smacking down the Roshan in the pit. It's an Abaddon and a Juggernaut, and they're going to easily take this. Juggernaut and Broodmother leading the net worth right now. And the Ember Spirit, this is probably going to be the answer to this, has a broadsword working towards that Battle Fury. Juggernaut finds the Aegis and has that Sanjin Yasha drums build up. No charges left on the drums though. So early in the match.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Merlini hitting the top tier 1. Here comes the TP in by the Juggernaut. Juggernaut gonna get shackled up by the Ember Spear. And here comes the snowball, forcing the spin out of the Juggernaut. Cap gotta back up. He will. And will they find anything here? Here comes the Ice Blast onto the Juggernaut. Gonna get cut out by that Ice Shards, and relocate comes in by the Wisp. Juggernaut's fine. It looks like Ember Spirit has a couple of candy canes from here. candy canes on fire. That'd be interesting. I think someone should make those. Abaddon and the Jakiro getting out of dodge in the bottom lane via the Radiant Forest. And 2 more pushing in top. Cap gonna get silenced up by the Orchid Malevolence of the Broodmother. Easily getting the kill there, even though Dust was used. And now Juggernaut gonna take out the tier 2 top. Difficult for TLC to do anything right now. As TLC taking even more control of the map right now. Ember Spirit, he's really working on that build-up. He's got the broadsword in the inventory. He's gonna shackle up the Abaddon and go for some creeps here in mid. Also underneath the tower. Just going to take a couple of creeps. Meanwhile, Lena going down in her own jungle thanks to the Wisp. And the bottom tier 2 tower will go down to TLC. Merlini really got to step up his game here. He's getting closer and closer to that Battle Fury. Juggernaut looking for the Omni Slash, not going to find it onto the Tusk. And is this Vegetable Esports time once again? They get pretty deep into the tournament, but they can't really finish out too much on the second day.
Rune of double damage.
At least they're doing a little bit better than Stake, who did not even make it to day 2, falling to the attacker stack in the European qualifier. And Merlini, he gets even closer to that Battle Fury. He has enough for the Claymore if he wants it. The Ice Blast comes in, and the last remaining outer tower going to go down in favor of TLC. Monib has a Shadow Amulet. Interesting build up there. Purge just going to hide out in the trees right now. It feels like Vegetable kind of on the back foot right now. Tusk does have enough money for the mechanism. And the Ember Spirit is still working on that Battle Fury. Has to be careful. Abaddon gonna scout out Purge. Purge uses the Cold Feet. Relocate gonna come through. The Ice Shards is going to keep Purge safe for a little bit longer. And now here comes the Snowball onto the Abaddon. Purge still in trouble. Uses the Ice Blast. IO punch right up. Does go down right before that relocate comes off. And now Juggernaut trying to do the work here. Macropyre gets used by the Jakiro, taking a lot of damage. The Aegis is going to get popped by the Juggernaut, but now Vegetable Esports getting right into this. Monib with a double kill. Lightstrike Array onto the Juggernaut. He's going to go down. Laguna Blade in the back. Double kill for Merlini, and that's probably going to finish off. It's going to get close to finishing off his Battle Fury. Meanwhile, the Brood was trying to push bottom, but oh damn. 5,000 gold lead change for Vegetable Esports. That is the kind of fight that they needed to get back into this. The Battle Fury going to get finished up by the Ember Spirit. The Lena going to find the Shadow Blade. So they do have to worry about Ifrit, but Vegetable Esports get one of the fights that they need on the way back into this match. Monib with the Shadow Blade. Oh, goes right underneath that Sentry Ward. Has to be careful. Let's take a look at the XP after that fight. Now goes back towards the Radiant rather. Ember Spirit 1700 gold after getting that Battle Fury. This is definitely one good step one step in the right direction for Merlini, as they have to take care of both the spiders and the rest of the Dire as they try to push into the base. No outer towers remaining for Merlini, so they're gonna have to work with what they have here. Bottom tower down to about half health, and the TP's gonna come in from the Broodmother. The catapult has found the creeps over there, so they know exactly where the Ember is. Oh wait, that was his own catapult. Ah, my bad.
Never refuse gold given.
Colors are difficult, you know? Ember Spirit, 2400 gold. Could possibly buy up the crit. And he's just going to look for some creeps here. The Broodmother visible in the bottom lane. And now Lena comes in with the Shadow Blade. Could get caught out. Ifrit could be in trouble. Laguna Blade, Lightstrike Array, Laguna Blade onto the Broodmother. And now the Ice Shards gets put onto the Abaddon. Hasn't taken too much damage. They're trying to finish off the spiders. They will. Lots of gold to Merlini. 32-30 gold for him. And now lots of TPs onto the bottom lane for the Dire. There's going to be a relocate onto Melk, who's trying to TP out. Oh, the tether was dropped. Oh. That's probably not what they were trying to do there. Yeah, Melk, you have no idea how lucky you were there.
Dire's middle tower is under
Haystream's going to
attack.
get bottled up by the Ember Spirit. And, well, Merlini's still hanging out in that mid lane. He's going to get Yule Sceptered up. Ice Path by the Jakiro. Okay, well, Merlini goes down. He's going pretty low. He's going to get out. Lightstrike Array comes in by the Lena. Juggernaut goes up into the sky, and now the Tusk in trouble. Ember Spirit, he's pretty close. He could put up the Battle Fury damage. He will. And now he still has 2 remnants anyway. Here comes the remnant, going to dodge some of that Omni Slash. And he continues to try to kill some creeps. He has that haste rune as well, so he's going to be completely fine here. The Juggernaut has an Assault Cuirass. And now Purge does go down to the Abaddon. Undying working on an Aghanim Scepter. And Ancient Apparition not really close to anything. The Broodmother has a BKB. That wasn't really mentioned too much. Tier 3 tower about to go down. The Ember Spirit nowhere to be found. He's now Yule Sceptered up into the air. He going to use the Slate of Fist to do a lot of damage here, but the mid-racks, not long for this world, will go down. And now Merlini with the choins, going to go in onto the Juggernaut. He's going to get Yule Sceptered up. The Wisp comes in with the save. Abaddon going to get the Borrowed Time pop. Yule Sceptered up into the air. That's a good counter to it. And now the Abaddon does go down. Double kill for Motive. The Wisp is coming back. And let's see if it's able to escape. He uses that Glimmer Cape. Gonna be looking for him. Oh, Tusk on the high ground. They go right for that Wisp. Wisp. Tether's over. Gonna go down to the Undying. So, Vegetable get a couple of return kills, but they lose the mid melee racks. And Merlini went for the Yule Scepter. Couple here is going for that mid lane tower. Tusk gonna snowball through some creeps. Hero's still respawning here for TLC, so Vegetable gonna get that mid tier 1. Fortify comes out. TP gonna come through for the Jakiro, who has that Yule Scepter, and not gonna use it just yet on the Ember. Vegetable Esports gonna get out of this one, and the Broodmother trying to see if she can find something from the side. But the Vegetable Esports Club, they're gonna be clubbing out of there. Merlini with 3,000 gold and a Yule Scepter, pretty good against that silence of the Broodmother. But he definitely needs some more damage. The Roshan has respawned. Juggernaut gonna go back in there. Going for that Aegis. Eventually, the Roshan does go down. Juggernaut picks up the Aegis. The Ember Spirit activates the Invis rune, and we'll see if he's able to do anything with it. He does have that Chrysalis bought up, and he's going to find the rest of TLC right there. Motive pushes through the top lane. Has that Aghanim Scepter. And TLC going to try to turn this Aegis into another tier 3 tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Lina takes out the tier 1
Dire's
and is
top
going to
tower
TP
is
back to
fallen.
base. Meanwhile, Ember Spirit in the mid lane doing the damage there.
Dire's middle tower
Gonna
is
TP
under
back.
attack.
And they have to defend against this. Ice shards come through, take out the creeps a little bit. And TLC, I guess they're going to back up. They got to clear out some creeps. We haven't looked at some graphs for a while, so let's get those up. Vegetable Esports getting back in terms of XP. That gold lead getting much lower than it was before. TLC throwing in a couple of kills there for Vegetable, who actually, Merlini hasn't died yet, even though the rest of his team is full of
Dire's
feeders.
top tower is under attack.
Managing to stay alive in this matchup. 2,900 gold, has that buyback, which is pretty important for him. And now the push on the base comes. Juggernaut doing a lot of damage already. They're just sending him right up there. He's going to spin and do some damage. Milk wondering when to walk in.
Radiant's
Juggernaut
bottom tower
has
fallen.
that Aegis, going to get out. And Ember Spirit pretty far up. The harass damage keeps coming out. Juggernaut goes right on to Milk. Here comes the Omni Slash. Ghost Scepter by Milk. And most of the Omni Slash is going to get wasted. Io goes down to the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit looking for them kills on the backside. Juggernaut taking some damage now. Look at that big decay. Juggernaut in trouble. But Merlini could go down. Goes down for the first time. Has that buyback available. Will use it. Dota Capitalist TP's out. And now big damage onto the Juggernaut. Io goes down. But Merlini, he doesn't have a Yule's and he's silenced up. This could be a dieback by Merlini. They need to save him. They put him into the snowball. He's low. He ends up staying alive for just more moments. He's going to end up going down. That's a dieback. 100 seconds on the sideline for Ember Spirit. And this could be it. Juggernaut continues to do damage to the bottom lane of Vrax. And TLC, they can just run through this space and they go right over the top. This could be mega creeps for them. The Ancient Apparition is alive now. Juggernaut taking a lot of damage. Laguna Blade up in 5 seconds for the Lina. They've got to stay alive until then. Oh, Juggernaut about to go down. Will go down to the Soul Rip. Laguna Blade in the face of the Broodmother. At least they're going to save a tier 3 for now. Will they get any more? The Abaddon going to get out. Juggernaut did not. And will the Jakiro be as lucky? Vegetable Esports losing a lot there. That's a dieback on the Ember Spirit. It is a 3,000 gold change, but is that going to be enough? Only time will tell. Let's take a quick look at some items here. Pipe of Insight and Crimson Guard on Abaddon. And there's also a mechanism on Jakiro. That's a lot of survivability for the Dire. Basher on the Broodmother. Another Ogre Club on the Juggernaut. I guess he might be going for a BKB. We need not a whole lot of gold right now after the dieback. And the Tusk has Guardian Greaves and a Blink Dagger. Also, Milk's finished up that Aghanim Scepter. Motive has the Maelstrom. In case you were wondering, the EU qualifier has ended, and if you're not looking for a spoiler, then please cover your ears right now. I'll give you 5 seconds to do so. But the winner of London Conspiracy and Power Rangers ended up being London Conspiracy, so they make it into the European regional qualifier into the major, and that'll be starting up tomorrow. So congrats to them. And well, now we see Vegetable Esports not doing so well. They do have the leading kills right now, but that's only because TLC is really just feeding them stuff. Ice Blast going to mostly miss on the top lane. Ember Spirit comes through, going on to that Abaddon. Abaddon going to try to get out. He has a lot of survivability here, but in the end, he will go down to that Laguna Blade of the Lina. They get a kill here. And Abaddon being a little bit emo there, talking about black curtains and stuff. Yeah, PR definitely did have a difficult day. They had the power go out in their boot camp, and they had to move around quite a bit. The lobby's getting rescheduled all over the place. PR really doing well despite the circumstances, and definitely applaud them on their effort, although they did end up losing in Game 3 to London Conspiracy. So, still a pretty interesting result for them. Ember Spirit doing pretty well in the net worth. Right now has the Daedalus completed. And no buyback for another 2 minutes. So he's pretty far up on that mid lane. May want to be careful. The chains onto the Abaddon. Going to use the Aphotic Shield to get rid of it. And here comes the smoke. One of the few smokes this game. Haven't really seen too many. And Vegetable Esports trying to look for some more pickoffs. Will they be able to find them? The Roshan not going to respawn for another 1.5 minutes, really. And Motive. Just gonna see some spiders here. Here's the Broodmother. Oh man, they go right on the Broodmother. We're gonna blade into the back. They were waiting right for that one. And Broodmother thinking that she was safe. Was not at all. So Vegetable Esports staying in this one. They really have to worry about those lanes being pushed out, and they can't let the Broodmother do anything else. The Courier going to the secret shop, gonna get attacked a little bit by the Jakiro. Jakiro trying to get the kill here. Oh, Ice Path giving a little bit of vision. And this, what does just Jakiro have? It's a Mjolnir recipe for the Lina, so nothing gotten from the secret shop. And the Courier, oh, Jakiro. Jakiro, you're gonna get the attack. Jakiro looking for the Courier. Not gonna find it. Close. Oh, Courier. Abaddon. Oh, he's not going to get it. The Hyperstone was picked up, and the Speed Boost not available. Meanwhile, the rest of the Radiant, they're going for the Tier 1 tower. And they have to defend top now. The creeps will push it in, and they will probably take that tower. And now, Vegetable, they have to defend top. The creeps pushing in, Juggernaut pushing in, has that BKB and a Desolator, as well as buyback. Ice Blast going to clear out some creeps. Creeps wreaking havoc in the base for Vegetable Esports. But TLC, they decide to go back. Give Vegetable Esports a little bit more time. Ember Spirit, they could catch out the Abaddon. Here they go. They go right onto him. Abaddon into the air. Going to get shackled up. Aphotic Shield goes through. Here comes the relocate by the Whip. They could turn it around. Omnislate on the cap. They don't have a snowball right now. They can't dodge it. Melk uses the Ghost Scepter a little bit late. The Tomb going to go down. But what else is going to go down here? Ember Spirit trying to get out. He's going to get silenced up for the Broodmother. Only the Wisp went down in that one. So, blink forward by the Tusk. That is pretty low. We'll probably go down here. Here comes the Ice Path. Misses Cap, actually. And now the Broodmother in trouble. Will go down. Jakiro to the east. Gotta be careful. And, well, Vegetable Esports know that they have to defend. They have a lot of creeps to take out of their base. But the rest of them, they go into the Rosh Pit. The Roshan has respawned, and they can go take this one. Roshan at half health. It will go to Vegetable Esports. The question is, will any damage be done by TLC in the base? Merlini getting close. Monib gonna pick up the Aegis. The cheese is on the ground. Purge is gonna go pick it up. And he's gonna TP back. A little bit of damage done to the top tier 3 tower. Merlini's gonna push out the top lane. He's got 3,800 gold. We'll see what the next item is for him. And now they're just going to walk around a little bit. Merlini. He's got 4,100 gold, gone 7-2-8. A pretty exemplary performance in this match. 384 last hits right now. And gold swing up in the favor of Vegetable Esports. They're making a match out of it, even though they've lost 2 racks. Merlini gonna find a couple of Ancients. That's something they haven't really done for him. They have not stacked those Ancients. Could possibly put them even more into this match. But Merlini's gonna push in mid. Gonna throw that Remnant out to make sure that he stays safe. Also has that haste rune. And, well, Vegetable Esports, they have to stay on top of those lanes. They got to keep them pushed out. Motive going to use the Shadow Blade. And with the Aegis, could find a Broodmother. Broodmother being careful, staying inside the trees. And Lee is just going to pop some of those spiders for a lot of gold. And now here comes Merlini. The Broodmother scouting it out on that top lane. Staying inside the trees. Remnant away by the Ember Spirit. He's on that mid lane, and they know that they can get on him, but they don't. And, oh look, Juggernaut and the Whips forcing out the relocate. Oh, and now Juggernaut, he uses TP, tries to get out. Will he? Yeah, he is not going to. Enough damage gets done. Wow, double kill for Monib. So, Juggernaut forced to use a BKB charge there. And the Wisp goes down as well as him. So he has buyback, the Wisp does not. And this only continues to delay the end. And Vegetable Esports stay in this match. On the back of a ton of damage being done by the Lina and the Ember Spirit. Lots of boosted travels being picked up by the teams. Merlini charges forward here. Going to TP into mid. Abaddon could be in trouble. Abaddon, you could get caught out. Here comes the Cold Feet. Not going to proc, but the Ice Shards. It knocks him forward. Shards, chains come out. The Ice Path going to keep a couple heroes in place. Snowball rolls over. The Cold Blast going to happen. Yule's nice counter to the borrowed time. And in the end, the Abaddon goes down. Ember Spirit takes another kill. Monib solo pushing on the top lane, could get ganked here. It's just a Juggernaut though. The top tier 2 tower going to go down.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And Broodmother's gonna be pushing on bomb. They gotta be careful of that. They will try to see if they can take another tower though. Ember Spirit gonna go and try to clear out that Broodmother. She's right there. Gonna have to blink out. And the rest of the Radiant in the mid lane. taking out that tier 2 tower. Broodmother goes up to the Ember Spirit, who's going to Remnant back to mid. And then it's the Juggernaut and the Wisp trying to go in against backdoor protection. Then he's go right for the Wisp, who's going to relocate the Juggernaut out. That's going to force a couple heroes back. Munib taking a lot of damage from the tower. Ice Paths come through, not going to hit any heroes. And that sounds to the treat for Vegetable Esports. Lots of Spiderlings going in bot. And they're probably going to get taken care of pretty easily. The Broodmother could find out Monib. Monib doesn't have that Shadow Blade off cooldown now. And he's going to get the Shadow Blade in just a moment. Broodmother goes over the trees, and there's the Shadow Blade. Alright, so Monib going to be fine. The Aegis getting taken care of is going to be taken off of Monib, as lots of creeps pushing in that middle lane. And Vegetable Esports are looking for their last tier too. Ember Spirit going to do some work clearing out some spiders in the mid lane. He is the only one. Gonna take some more gold from those spiders. And the reload gonna come through. Dual Scepter gonna go onto the Broodmother. And now the tier 3 tower goes down to the Juggernaut. They want those mega creeps. And the Juggernaut uses the BKB. Laguna Blade goes through the Juggernaut. And he uses the Omnislash to get through a couple of things here. They're trying to go for the mega creeps. The Juggernaut goes down. He has buyback. The Broodmother goes down as well. This could be a... No, the Jakira is already out. But it is 4 down in the top lane. It's only the range tracks remaining for them. Oh man, this is a close one for Vegetable Esports. 1 racks remaining for them. 5,000 gold changed there. And do they go into the base now? Buybacks on the Broodmother and the Juggernaut still. As the Ember Spirit has taken the top spot on the net worth. Vegetable Esports pushing in the mid lane. Jakira gonna TP back. Wisp respawning in about 10 seconds. Vegetable Esports wanting to push their advantage. The creeps slowly pushing in. Purge gonna get Ice Path in the... Oh, Ice Path misses. Rookies now goes down. Has buyback. Gonna buyback right away. And Vegetable Esports, they're going in on that tier 3 tower. Buybacks. Ember Spirit has it up. Lena does not. Juggernaut buys back. Here comes the snowball onto the Jakira, who just bought back. He could go down. He almost will. He gets the Yule Scepter up in the ground, up into the air, and the Light Strike Ray gonna take him out. They go for the tier 4s. They're gonna skip the racks. The Juggernaut is back. Where does he go? The mega creeps, they've been taken. And this could be the last stand. Juggernaut uses the BKB. Light Strike Ray onto the Juggernaut. The Juggernaut goes down. He doesn't have buyback. There's 80 seconds on the side and mode. He's going for the tier 4s. Oh, Vegetable Esports, they could take this. Yule Scepter up in the ground, up in the air for the Abaddon. Abaddon about to go down, will go down in a moment. Vegetable Esports, they're going for the base. They go for the Ancient. The fortified structures, not going to be there. There's backdoor protection. There's no creeps in the base. They got to go through backdoor protection to get this. Will Vegetable Esports do this? There are no buybacks. That's good game. Vegetable Esports, they're into the quarterfinals. Beating out TLC in a close match in the round of 16. Showing some power there. That was close. That was real close. In the end, breaking the backdoor protection on the base, and they go in against TLC. Ember Spirit had a rapier. And Vegetable Esports stay alive in the America's Open Qualifier to the Shanghai Major, making it to that round of 8. Once again, thanks for watching. I'm Pythian. Cheers.